Hello, FranServe consultants, and welcome to FranTastic InSights, where we provide insights from some of the coolest people in franchising. My name is Ari O'Brien, and I am the VP of Franchise Expansion here at FranServe. FranServe is the largest consulting organization in the world, and our mission is to help change people's lives through franchise ownership. We do this through an incredible network of franchise consultants who help their candidates explore franchise opportunities. Today, I'm so excited to have an outstanding franchise with us. This is Patrick Brennan from Encompass TV. He is the Director of Client Services, and he's going to be giving us some great insights today. So thank you for being here, Patrick.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ari. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So I know Encompass is an indoor digital billboard concept. You refer to your franchisees as dealers, right?
That's correct.
And you really want them to get involved in the local community. That's a big part of what Encompass does. So maybe you can get into a little bit more details with us about, what Encompass does and how those dealers connect with their local community.
100%. And thank you so much for that introduction. I really appreciate it. Like you said, my name is Patrick. I'm the Director of Client Services and Training over here. So my job is to work with dealers all across the country. So, I have a lot of experience working hand in hand with our dealers. So I do always like to share that. But yeah, so the whole concept of what we do is that community-based form of marketing, like you talked about. We specialize in the indoor digital billboards because we're trying to reach people in their day-to-day lives. A lot of these advertising platforms like newspaper, TV, radio, they're transitioning and kind of dying out, if you will, or turning into other formats like, we see TV turning into Netflix and Hulu and newspapers going digital. Most of people use social media to get their local information and things like that. And radio, people are switching to Spotify, Apple Music, things like that, right? So advertisers are running out of ways to truly connect with local communities and reach people within their day-to-day lives. So that's the whole premise of what we do is we build up these networks of digital billboards in these local communities, in these local hotspots that our dealers know better than anywhere else because they live in those communities as well. So all we're trying to do is be that local partner, if you will, in these small communities to provide all those marketing services.
And that's such a great point to make, is really having that dealer, that franchisee connect with those local business owners and just building that relationship, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So can you talk to me a little bit about what Encompass wants to do in regards to expansion? And, when you're looking at a territory, how do you determine the best way to kind of structure it?
Yes, that's a really good question. So when it comes to our expansion from our perspective, we don't have anything in particular that we hyper focus on. Obviously, as a marketing company, we want to really expand the top 10 DMAs and top 50 DMAs in the country. But ultimately, we're just going to make whatever work that works best for our dealers, right? And so as we're outlining their territory, we're going to do what makes the most sense for them. So I know other opportunities will either sell counties, and not that we don't offer that. We can't sell counties, we can't sell certain towns, but really we want to formulate a territory that fits that dealer's own lifestyle, if you will. So we want to be near where they live, where they do their day-to-day living, where they know people. So that's kind of how we formulate those territories, is because we want them to be familiar with the community that they're working in.
Great. That's good to know. What about the qualities that you look for in a franchisee? I mean, I know just from working with you on candidates as a consultant myself, you're E2 visa friendly. That's a great point to kind of communicate to some of the consultants out there.
Absolutely. Yes. We are very E2 friendly. We've dealt with, those situations, if you will, in the past successfully. We have dealers on board now that, came to America using that E2 treaty visa program. So it's a great program, and we're definitely very friendly in that regard. And then when it comes to the characteristics of what we look for in our authorized dealers, I'm sure I could give you a lot of cliche answers, because we do look for people that are hardworking, very self-motivated, because you can work this business from your own home. So you need to be a self-starter in that regard. But really, the main trait that I think our dealers should have, and the ones that do the best, are the ones that can just have a conversation with other people. We look for people. So if you can go out and talk to your community, strike up conversations, you're going to do an incredible job with our business model. And so that's the primary thing that I look for.
Such a relationship building business.
It is. It truly is.
Definitely. So talk to me a little bit about, everybody talks about post-COVID. What did you guys do when the pandemic came, and what have you done since that has pivoted a little bit different than things that you were doing maybe prior in 2019?
Yes, that's a great question as well. So a couple of things, a lot of things changed during the pandemic, but a couple of things in particular. We moved our trainings to being through Zoom. We used to do them, a 2-day training session in-house here, which is great to meet face to face. But what I like about us transitioning to these online trainings is it allows us to space it out more and have more thorough training sessions with a little bit of homework and things like that for our dealers to really develop. And we've seen a lot more, I think, success on the front end, and our dealers having a lot more success quicker utilizing that format. And something else that we saw during the pandemic that was really pleasantly surprising, especially with everything going on now, with the economy, is that during a recession, our business tends to thrive. So we have actually doubled in size over the last couple of years, and with all the challenges that we faced, right? And that's because whenever something happens like a pandemic, these local businesses and these advertisers still want to be able to get their name out there and be able to reach consumers and survive essentially in a situation like that. So they lean on platforms like ours to be able to reach consumers and truly just kind of navigate those tough waters, if you will.
It's great. I can tell that your brand is one that really cares about their franchisees, really puts in that time and effort to make sure that they're getting all the correct tools and everything that they kind of need in order to succeed.
Absolutely. I appreciate you saying that. And that is truly something we pride ourselves on. That's my job, and my team's job here is to just take care of our dealers. So from morning to night, all I'm doing is thinking about our dealers in ways that we can help them and help them continue to grow and build their business. So thank you for saying that.
That's so important for the consultants to know, especially when they're talking with their candidates and they can really identify somebody that could, thrive under your brand. I think this was great, and it gives everybody such a good perspective. And, just thank you for being part of FranTastic InSights. Obviously, any final thoughts for us in regards to your brand and what you're looking for? Just anything you want the consultants to know about Encompass.
The number one thing is that we are here to help you. My job and our team's job here is to help you guys as consultants really connect and engage with your prospects and make sure that we're a good fit for them as much as they're a good fit for us, right? So anything that you guys need at home that end up watching this, we're here to help, whether it's extra webinars, whether it's live Zooms, phone calls, connect with me on LinkedIn, text me, call me, I don't care. I'm here to help you. So I just really want to emphasize that.
Great. Well, thank you again for being here, Patrick. It was a pleasure talking with you, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks again.
Likewise. Thanks so much.